Hello everyone, welcome to my unboxing video, installation and review of the BEKO BXIF35300X. I was looking for a budget model between 200 and 300 pounds with a good set of controls, display and appearance. Bear in mind, measure the cavity where you're installing the oven. In my case, I had to modify the cabinet a bit as my old oven was slightly smaller than this. So have a look here. It looks quite tall, like the body of the oven. And so inside we have two shelves and one roasting tray. I've seen that some ovens come with only one, so that's a bonus. And here at the door we have triple glazing. Later on I'm gonna show you guys that it is alright, but not that great. And let's remove the oven. Hold one, cut the wire, and now let's prepare the surface. It had a lot of fat deposits like oils and things from the previous oven. Took me a while to clean it up. And now let's remove the old wiring completely, and we're gonna start preparing the new wiring as well. I got this 6mm. It's like a proper heavy duty wire. It's heat resistant, it's fireproof and all that stuff. It's a bit overkill for this, but I had already with me because I used to install my induction oven, induction hob, sorry. So yeah, I'm gonna just prepare the wire here. Let's connect to the wall, put a new plug in, and now let's plug into the back of the oven. This oven doesn't come with a wire, so you need to do it yourself. And yeah, now the oven is in place and is already screwed to the cabinet, secured. And control wise, it's quite simple. We have a fan, we have a grill plus fan, we have light, we have a fan without heating. Just bear in mind, there is no bottom heating element in this oven, and I guess this is what you get for this price range. The interior is alright, it's 71 liters, and nothing here looks bad or overly cheap. You can slide the shelves out like 2/3 out. They don't feel like I would love to have rollers, but again, 210 pounds, you can't ask much. Now I'm gonna do some tests with the temperature. I want to see how long it takes to heat up and how hot the door gets. So that's with the oven off. It's about like 20 degrees. And now let's start the timer and put the oven at full blast with the grill and fan heating at the same time. So we're using like the most powerful mode. And now let's start measuring every 2.5 minutes to see how it goes. As you can see, it just started heating. So now 2.5 minutes. Door temperature, as expected, same. And the middle section is 76 degrees. Now we are into 5 minutes. And again, the oven has been left full blast. The door's still the same temperature. And the middle section section is about 140 degrees. And now 7.5 minutes. The door barely warming up now, nearly 22 degrees. Middle section around 175 degrees. The bottom at 150 degrees. And I'm gonna measure the top grill, and that's 180 degrees, but that's the grill bit itself. And just checking the very bottom underneath the tray, that's 110 degrees, but yeah. Yeah, that's how red the heating element looks. And now 10 minutes down the line. The door is barely warming up. Still alright to the touch. Middle section is at 200 degrees. Bottom section is at 182 degrees. And the grill itself is at 320 degrees. Now we are marking 12.5 minutes. You can see that the door is starting to warm up. Still okay to the touch. Middle section is 222 degrees. The bottom section is 280 degrees. And the grill itself is 344 degrees. And now 15 minutes mark. The door is starting to warm up. It's starting to get a lot warmer to the touch, especially when you touch the top. Middle section is at 250 degrees. Bottom is at 236 degrees. And the grill element is 480 degrees. So I noticed the door starts to get a lot warmer at the top, and as you can see here, as you go up it gets warmer, but then at the top some areas of the door get really hot. It's getting like 65-70 degrees in some corners, and you can really feel when you touch. And this also applies to the display itself, where the controls are. It gets really hot. And the functions of the display. So we have the lock function, clock adjustment. You can increase and decrease the volume of the alarm. You can enable echo mode and display brightness. On the timer, we can set up a regular alarm. So after X amount of minutes, it just beeps. And we can also set up the amount of cooking time that the oven will switch off when it hits that time. We can also set a starting time. So we could set up like for how long we want to cook something, and then say to start, let's say in 2-3 hours. So you can leave your food inside, and then with the options configured, and then you switch the oven on at that time. And if you just reduce the time to 0, it will deactivate that function. So that's it. Thank you very much for viewing my review, and I hope it was useful.